After your narrow escape from the sprawl, you find yourself once more rolling through the twisted woods of the tangle. Your companions did well for most of the sprawl, but in the final moments they flagged. They almost failed. And now it sort of feels like you're reset. The stress is high, but perhaps they can overcome it. They'll need to face the general. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Loki Orin, and we are back in Darkest Dungeon 2 with the Carpenters, as recommended by Kiryu. As a reminder, comment section below, if there is a formation you would like me to run, just drop me a line and say what the formation is, and I'd be happy to get it into the rotation. And now let's look at our options here. So it's 3 academic studies for 500 hope. I don't care about the hope. And this is currently a 3-point stress heal to go to this assistance encounter, so that is a no-brainer. Looking at the map, we're probably giving up on that 500 hope, but we can't miss the lair. So really, I think it's just a matter of trying to get as much power as we can out of this. After the end of that sprawl run, do need to be somewhat careful trying to get trying to rebuild kind of our relationships. Oh, speaking of, there we go. I will say, going from triple meltdown, and having, Barristan and Baldwin get into a negative relationship to be back even, at least on non-infernal runs, you can definitely manage a negative relationship in the short run. Now, granted, I got it right at the end and then immediately worked my way out of it, but you can, in theory, deal with it. Diphtheria continues to lie and say it's a 5% chance when I think it's pretty obvious that it isn't. As Smoldering Hymnal already making the case for why its new version is definitely S tier. And I think it's going to be an easy S tier because as long as you can trigger the speed portion, which is pretty easy to do, because most of the characters that you would want to have on or have with a Smoldering Hymnal are pretty high speed. Dismas, Audrey, and perhaps Bonnie. But really, Dismas and Audrey, both of them are so fast naturally that they're just triggering it relentlessly. Alright, probably best to go from the leper. That's relationship points. Alrighty. Apologies, I'm still fighting off this cough. Smoldering Hymnal still triggering. Wow. Low rolled that damage. Good lord. And unfortunately, this zone is a blood run, so there are no field hospitals. So I do need to find my way to get rid of diphtheria. Ideally, it would actually be finding the creature den, but I don't know if the creature den is going to be an option here. But in the meantime, we can just hit for huge chunks of health here. Smoldering Hymnal continuing to trigger on Dismas, which is quite nice. Oh man, are we off by? Yeah, we're off by 1. That's too bad. We were kind of hoping Barristan would pick up a stress somewhere in there, but since he didn't. Put this guy to death's door. Get the big guy down. Our Tempest Leper continuing to hit quite hard. Along with our... now we will bolster here. Along with our Man-at-Arms and Leper, you know, or in our Highwayman doing their job. Oh, figures he gets the stress after we bolster. It's quite annoying. Yowza. I think we will just spend that bandage just for the free heal and to kind of make it stop. Punching straight through there. Alright. Give him a bollocking. Alright, now, Barristan, do you have? You do not. We'll just finish it. Probably an argument for trying to stall there, but I don't think that's going to be the difference maker here. Ooh. Indelible Trinket for the Occultist. End turn vulnerable to... Turn any vulnerables into unchecked powers. Apply on hit, Demon Pull adds negative token, 66%. Gain when moved by the enemy, negative token, 33%. You also have Calibrating Censure, which is really good on the Leper. So let's talk about this for a moment here. So Calibrating Censure used to be just gain on miss, gain a strength token. That was bad. But gain when hit, if speed less than 2, block a thing, 66% chance. Well, here's the thing. I think we pop out Simple Flower for the moment here. Our Leper is so slow, that's pretty easy. Seeing Sphere, I mean... It's better than Charred or Sacred Scribblings, so we'll get rid of that. Keep these two for now, and we'll get rolling. Alright, right, that's everyone wants to go to the question mark. Yeah, at this point we're definitely giving up on the 500 hope, which is fine. I don't care in the slightest about the 500 hope. That is not the thing that is concerning me. And oh, nice! It even led us to the Creature Den. So this is kind of the perfect outcome here. We'd really like to see the item that gives gets rid of diseases. This might be a relationship. Nope, close though. Close probably. All right, Creature Den. Diphtheria triggers again. Diphtheria is a 5% chance that's triggering, 95% of the time, it feels like. It's kind of ridiculous. That just irritates me. I understand that it's, statistics, and statistics is like that. But it very much feels like Diphtheria is triggering way more than 5% of the time. Like, to the point where, if I was sitting with the game devs, I'd be like, this feels like it's bugged. Now, it probably isn't. It probably isn't bugged, but it doesn't change the fact of what it feels like. Let's see. Alright, so Barristan's getting kind of chewed up here. Don't want to deal with that blight. I'd kind of like to... I actually would kind of like to bolster, but, it doesn't really help at the moment. Jeez. Their dodge tokens are all landing. That's another. That is 2 diphtheria stuns in one fight. In 3 rounds, too, mind. That is kind of comically bad luck. Now, this should be dead. Like, yeah, it's just, you know, that is statistically quite unlikely to have this many diphtheria stuns. Considering especially that it's a, like, start of the round or start of turn. Like, so it's only triggering one round. Oh, Hazard can't do anything to it. Yeah, so it needs to be... I would have liked to take aim there with Dismas and kind of set him up for success. But we really need to... Yeah, at this point, I really need to bolster here. I got to get that stress down a little bit. There we go. 1 down. No tracking shot away this guy. Barristan's gonna need a big heal here. Another stun. Oh wait, do we have we do have Seeing Spear. We're about to get 2 unchecked power from that. That's kind of fun. Well, we were gonna get an unchecked 2 unchecked power. Now we're just getting 1. Apologies again for my voice and my coughing. I'm doing my best, but I've got, you know, that is 4. That is 3. No, that's 3 diphtheria stuns in 6 rounds. You know, I don't. You know that we need to bust out the calculator on that because that is not a reasonable amount of stuns. Smoldering Hymnal triggering at least. But that's so it's triggering at a 50% rate. Like, that's insane. We can just end it? Yeah, I think we just end it. That's insane. Alright. Comment section below, what's the most bad RNG you've had in, like, a narrow span like that? Because that does seem just incredible to me. Yo, 5% chance triggering 50% of the time in a single fight. Like, that's just, ugh. Oh well, moving past it. We survived. And, you know, I made the choice to be in this situation where I have diphtheria and I haven't tried to get rid of it. We're slowly working our way through. At least we've got a nice little block to heal here. Nope, probably should have been hitting those. Oh well. A little bit of food. I think this gets me a relationship, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. There we go. Good, good. Never one without the other. We are starting to get our words are hard. We are starting to get our gear together, or our relationships together. Gear too. We're starting to get some pretty good trinkets. I mean, Dismas is probably close to locked in terms of what trinkets he's going to carry to the end of the game. It's hard to beat Smoldering Hymnal. Oh, hey, it's a ghoul. Hey, ghoul. All right, well, we're not going to not Grape Shot Blast, just considering how good it is. We had the opportunity to get our I think it's 20% upgraded heal, but I think we're better off just kind of getting rid of the Lost Soul, so we're dealing with a little bit less nonsense. That's okay. Well, that's less okay. Do you have death blow resist? You do. Put you to death's door. Ah. Stressio came immediately. That's okay. Still managed to put him down quite handily. Two bandages is actually not bad in here. Not as good as it is in the shroud, but there are some bleeds in here. Assistance encounter, then 2 unknowns, and then the lair. And then we'll have kind of a choice. We could go to that academic study. So rob him's what, or give him stuff's what we're doing. All right, another relationship. Nice, respectful. Getting paid out a little bit here. Getting some food, getting some good items. I think that minor sharpness charm is just going to hit the bricks. I don't think we're using that. Protectorate, probably not. I mean, Protectorate, like the full version of Protectorate's, I believe, 25% more healing given. That's actually material on Al-Hazred, because he has a fairly large heal percentage. But I still don't think that's enough. It just isn't. It isn't what matters in Darkest Dungeon, like, or at least Darkest Dungeon 2. It doesn't really matter. Because most of the time, it's either gonna put you to death's door or it's not. There's not a lot of in between. I think it's the first. That might be one of the first times we've used reflection. It targets him, so he's going to pick up. Yep, he's up to 7 now. Nice. Dismas getting hit is good. Up to 8 somehow. Good lord. The stress ping-ponging is so annoying. And of course we get that, so we're not going to be able to get the knock-on stress heal that we were looking for here. Wasting disease. Jeez. Keep in mind, he got that from getting hit in the face by an axe. That's a little bit nonsensical to me. Alright, if he's stunned, we stall a turn. He is not stunned. Alright. Well. Weird reconstruction. Let's try to get everyone else's stress down. Barristan's is going to be high, but there's not a lot I can do about that. Stalling a turn just kind of creates more problems than it solves, I think. But we're definitely going to need to hit a field hospital. Inevitable end. Gain 1 hit. If speed less than 2, destroy a negative token. Break skills, ignore 50% death blow resistance. -3 death blow resistance per round. That is actively bad on the leper. Particularly on a Tempest leper. Like, we're probably going to hit death's door. Yeah. Inevitable End's got some idea, but like the positive, all it's gaining is like getting rid of... It's potentially getting rid of a blind. Is there any waters? Nope. Alright. At least we got rid of that. But yeah, like, I guess it's getting rid of a blind, but then it's not doing anything else. And we're already not so concerned about that. Yeah, I think that just goes. An academics cache, getting a nice little Perhaps I left this for you. Perhaps you left it for yourself. Getting pretty metaphysical on me, good buddy. Alright, let's first of all get rid of you. Get rid of you. Probably good with all of you. Good. Clarifying poultice we might actually need to, like, take with us. Do we have room on anybody? We do. Put that in, just to put something on. Alright, we're heading into the Dreaming General. We have 3 characters that can hit the back rake, and I think technically Barristan can with his shouts, but I think we're just going to have him tank most of the time. Like, we're just going to Retribution or Crush with him. Alright, let's fight the Dreaming General. Here we go, got one of the archers down immediately, which is quite nice. That's one of those rare times where the act out block actually did something kind of useful. You know, blocked damage that we actually want blocked for once. Nice. Nice little crit crackback. Let's get the stun. Daze will work too. Nice. Alright, 5, which is within... Nice. As I was say, it's within range of Abyssal Artillery, so we can get it done. Alright, all the block tokens are gone. 50-50 to put him to death's door. There you go. HP, we're happy to trade. It's stress that we need to be working down as much as possible. There we go. That combo point's actually going to be plot relevant here. Never mind, he's just going to burn out. Okay, we'll take that. Spore Grenade we definitely want. Spore Grenades are so good against the cultists. Okay. Interesting. This is an interesting kind of formation they got going here. We're going to focus down the bishop first. In this case, make sure that we don't get too many big like smites or anything coming off of him. Oh, of course he's still gonna, you know, he's still gonna do stuff. They always do. Wow. Just... Continuing to have just this ping pong of stress, which is very frustrating. All right. There we go. Nice. Dismas will be able to finish off the drummer here. Actually, Barristan can finish off the drummer. And then we can hit for 20. Good lord. Tempest. Tempest is doing its job, that's for sure. I'll try to land the weakens here, but we're definitely going to want to take the turn to get... Well, never mind. Well, we tried. Now, we could, like, throw a firebomb and then do it, but we're better off just ending it. We'll have to hope the stress remains manageable here. What are we winning? Stirring Snuff? Cleansing Censure? Well, that's... You know... But here's the big one. Reverberating Readout. If speed less than 2, extra action, 20% when hit. That's going to be very good on the Leper. I mean, Leper or Barristan. Alrighty. So, the first round... I think the first round we actually set up Take Aim. Because, let's see, Hazard pings one. Actually, I shouldn't be hitting it, because that causes it to start doing things. You're supposed to... I'm realizing that the strategy is actually that you're kind of supposed to wait until till the creeping vines actually start coming down, and then you start hitting the roots. See, that first round you can actually take a turn and just hit it. There we go. We got this. We got a stress heal out of it anyway. There we go. There's one growth recedes. Soil stirs. Good dodge. I don't know how one dodges a whisper, but apparently it is done. Oh, this is unfortunate. Yeah, we gamble here. Actually, we don't even gamble. We just do that. Probably a waste of the firebomb. Truth be, like, you know, if we're being perfectly truthful. But I think it'll end up being worthwhile just to make sure Alhazred doesn't get grabbed. Because if Alhazred got grabbed, it would be quite bad for us. We would have been okay. Dismas would have been able to proc it off. But I'd rather have Dismas just continuing to pump out the damage here. Woof. That was some big hit damage right there. But we got a 15-point heal back. What do you mean don't leave you hanging? You're not eligible, you jerk. Commendations, soldier. Thank you. Alhazred has been hit by every creeping growth. That's kind of funny. Nice crit back. We like that. Oh, did that not... Oh, that didn't trigger it. That's unfortunate for me. Well, we're gonna have to hope here. Dismas is gonna have to spend his turn fixing. Yeah, it's gonna have to be Dismas. Because... Oh! Interesting, it didn't target it? I didn't know that was allowed. Well, if that's the case... I didn't know it. I always thought it targeted the same people. I didn't realize it could split like that. That's interesting. Maybe that's new, or maybe I've just never seen it before. Both are possibilities for sure. I think we need to keep intimidating intimidating this tree root. Make sure to keep pulling these vines up. Yep, there we go. All right, so Bearston gets grabbed, which is not great, but I think we spend a turn of Dismas's to hopefully break. Okay, to break one of them out. Because the leper's gonna hit as hard as Dismas can. Nice crit. Combo point's quite good as well. There we go. Oof. Okay, sure. Just extra. I swear, the game is just like punishing me with. Like, that was 4 stress he took there. 4. Just come on. Alright, we'll spend a turn bolstering. That is. We've had a lot of meltdowns this game, or this round. Alright, 22. We're almost there. We're almost there. We will spend this healing salve to make sure Dismas doesn't die, because that seems to be an option. There's Death's Door. Alrighty. We can't bolster. I'd really like to Solemnity here. Gets him down to 5. Yeah, I think we gamble it. Oh, nice, especially if it's going to do that. Yeah, okay. Because then we go... we go take aim. Bolster. Wow, we did get like kind of the perfect initiative roll here. Alright, he procs Death's Door again. And the person who's got the final hit is set up for success here. And oh wow. Another Death. Oh, and figures would just go right back to it. But really? Wow. That is a lot of Death's Door ticks. There we go. Jeez. Dreaming General put up a fight there. But we got it done. Alrighty. Let's take our loot. Take our spoils. Alright, so first of all, I think Reverberating Readout is going to rank Proxy Doll. So when the flame's high, he's not a good fit. We'll have to keep that in mind. Kind of feel like Stirring Snuff is actually better than some of these other options. Sorry, I gotta like spend a minute figuring out where stuff's gonna go. Gotta make some room. Alright, so C-Cell, apply on hit, intimidate, game when hit, if bleeding, 2 damage. Negative 10% damage per negative token. Gain on crit, move resist, stun resist. I think Simple Flower bites it here. I don't think we're gonna use Simple Flower. Greater Cleansing Censure is quite good. Potentially. That feels almost better than like a Greater Gilded Mind. If stress wasn't so high, we'd yeah. So Stone Mount will stay in. I think we're gonna ditch Greater Cleansing Censure. Proxy Doll. I don't think we're gonna keep Stirring Snuff. Kind of want to put that in over that. Call that good for right now. Thunderclap Grenade can go. Shimmering Powder, that can go, that can go. We'll say that can go. Probably going to regret it. I don't really want to delete any of this. Book of Creative Insults gets the kick here. So that went okay. Let's see where people want to go here. Is that the only opinion? Academic study. What's our flame like? 80? Okay. Single stress point. Give it a shot. I mean, the meltdown on Dismas felt a little weak because he just took like extra bouncing stress, which is very frustrating. I wish I need to dig in more into how that happens or what the logic is behind it, because it does feel like sometimes the game's just like, here, have an extra stress. Why? Because you know, we felt like it. You want to leave? You won't touch it. Let's touch it. Fear of cosmic beings. Well, that needs to go. That's it? Well, that was disappointing. What do you mean go back for a second look? You didn't get me anything, you jerk. And there goes Respectful. That's okay. Had that meltdown, which is just, you know, it's hard to do anything with. Keep in mind, all of this is through a leaf suspension, which is plus 10% banter. So being at 0 flame for that cultist battle was quite bad. So it's run, and fight. Go from Barristan. And we're going to be doing another, like, kind of lowish flame Guardian here. I have a lot of respect for the people who play Infernal runs. I've not really dug into it too much because I just, like, my objective, my fun in the game is different. But the people who do that are nuts, in my opinion. Like, though, making the game more difficult in a way that's, like, pretty aggressively more difficult. Well, let's first of all just shoot that last one in the face. And get the damage going here. We're just well, let's get our reflection going. We need to start spending some stress healing here. Make sure the archer guy is gone. No, you didn't. You literally are not eligible, you jerk. Ugh. And what's the worst part is he's the one at 4 stress. He's the one that's got the lowest stress count, but he's the one complaining, of course. There's reverberating readout triggering. Yo, 1-2. Are you in Solemnity range? Nope, not anymore. Still think we Solemnity for that's just the stress heal on it. That's fine. Alright, let's get Alhazred fixed up. Oh, technically. Yeah, we can do it with Intimidate. That was good. Healing Salve, that's definitely worthwhile. Oh, it's the same fight. Okay. Let's see if we can do it the same way. Not nearly as good that time. Definitely okay with him eating that and resisting the stress. That was quite good. We'll set up Retribution first, and then we'll do the stress heal on Dismas, and that should, fingers crossed, and knock on wood, that'll stabilize everything else out a little bit. Reverberating readout triggering is quite nice, so let's just do that immediately. Reverberating readout triggering again. Extra actions, nothing to sneeze at. Get rid of our blind. Much more synergistic with the leper now. Much more synergistic. Feels pretty good, to be honest. That is fine. 6 to 16, we could still punch through, but I think we hit this guy for 30. Then get a heal off him. 10% heal, that ain't bad. Yeah, now Alhazred, I need to look at Alhazred's skills. I'm not satisfied with what he's got. It's just tough because, like, of where Dismas wants to be in the situation here. Alright, is there any sense in stalling? We could stall for an extra point of stress healing, but I don't think that's going to matter. I think we're good. Locked Jaw. Plus 66% chance of all the dots, but minus 100% debuff. That doesn't feel too bad. Be really good if we had the Plague Doctor, which we don't. So, kind of a whatever after that. Face your confession. Well, okay, if you're gonna lead with face your confession, we're gonna tracking shot you. Actually, I will Chaotic Offering here. I want the extra ramping power here. Yowza. Get rid of those dodge tokens. We have to do better. Yeah, you do. that half. Alright, we will definitely leave that for Alhazred. There we go. Relationships moving back in the right direction. We like that. Weight of Worlds is actually much better for us there than the alternative because of how low Barristan is right now. It's kind of preferable to just be... Here, let's patch him up a little bit. There we go. Thankfully, we're not getting a worship here. Oh, a crit token is amazing. That is very good timing. Take everyone to the cleaners there. Nice. And we'll finish the job with the best there is, the Burning Stars. Wow, that crit token changed that fight very quickly. We were probably gonna have to fight at least another round, and then that crit token just said no. Nah, we're good. Lockjaw can go. Regular Protectorate can go. Spore Grenade we'll just put right back on here. Still gotta make some room. I don't think Stone Mount is gonna get used. Well, the way Stone Mount would get used is we put it in like that, but it doesn't feel. I don't think Seeing Sphere is going to get used. We're not using Demon's Pull. Cruel Intent. I don't think we're gonna. I don't. I want to keep Cruel Intent. Kind of want to keep. Well. Now, you know what? Compress Kit can go. Alright, there we go. So I'll tell you what we haven't gotten. We have not gotten a dose of Invigorating Stew. Kind of disappointed. Because that, not having that, or buying that stew pot kind of set us up for a, kind of set us up for some challenges. But, guess we survived. Got a little shaky there for a moment, but I think we did okay. Amateur Weaponsmith and Calm. Those are quite good. Slugger on Barristan is great. That is an amazing quirk. And Boisterous is fine. But Slugger is great on Barristan. Good lord. Alrighty. Well, who's got a negative quirk worth throwing? Toon Hummer. Sprained Wrist I'd like to get rid of. Fear of Drentry I don't care about, and Braggart is fine. So, Sprained Wrist is probably the one that needs to bite it. Nope. Sadly not. I'm just going to put this Clarifying Poultice on Barristan. I just need him to not be... I need Barristan to not be that much of a problem for me. It is. God, that makes me scared. There we go. We need to run that relationship back. I'm just gonna ditch playing cards. Playing cards feels like it goes bad a lot of the time. Wow. None of these are good. That is a very disappointing array of offerings here. I'll buy a whetstone, but we'll just carry it until the end. 2 more adrenaline tonics. That's kind of, that ain't bad. Buy both of those just to have them. General's Dream, I don't think we're going to use. Well, let's check where we're going.
Rain, fire.
Wind Chime is not going to matter, so the Shroud has nothing for us.
Away from this madness.
Blood Moon, back into the Tangle. Visit the Oasis. Knowing where the Oasis is actually kind of... Yeah, alright, we'll go to the Shroud. Well, let's pause. I'm not going to fight the Leviathan. I don't want to fight the Leviathan for no reward, and I just don't like getting destroyed by that thing. Fighting the Dreaming General again would be okay, but we really need to find a field hospital would be our thing. Was there an item to see the field hospital? There was not. Okay. Knowing where the Oasis is not nothing, though. Alright, we'll go to the Shroud. I'm not sure we're going to fight the Leviathan, but we will go to the Shroud at least. We will try. Alright, 5 mastery points to spend here. We need to make some moves here. Get that set up. Get Weird Reconstruction and Abyssal Artillery set up. Boost to take aim. And probably pistol shot. There we go. Alright. Well, we're kind of rich. We just don't have anything to spend it on right now. That Milk Soaked Linen we'll probably have another opportunity to buy. We'll buy this Meditative Totem. We'll try to get rid of Sprained Wrist again. Missed it again. Wow. Alright. Well, thank you all for watching. Tune in next time as we take the Carpenters into the Shroud, looking to finish out our run and get to the mountain. Until next time, see ya.